Greetings, my name is Brandon Walker and I have the honor and the privilege of serving as the Executive Director at the Summer Institute. We believe in giving students the resources they need in order to be successful, and that's something that we do for students that are in our program. You can find more details about that in the video description afterwards. But we realize that in this time there are so many families that are looking just for a little bit of direction to help to make sure that their students are on the right track in the midst of distance learning and everything else that the novel coronavirus has thrown at us. And so we are attempting to, this summer, to release a little bit of additional resources, some information, and a few activities. And so they can do some meaningful things at home, right, to combat some of the other stuff. I've got a 9-year-old myself, and I know that iPad is getting plenty of use right now, and not always for the most academic of things. So we wanted to be able to give some additional tools and resources. And so with that, let's jump right in. So one of the things we focus on in the Summer Institute is math and science, right? STEM. Well, I will make this bold claim that there is not a tool out there that is more powerful than this next thing that I'm gonna tell you about. Probably a little familiar with it, but we'll do a little bit of a deep dive here. There is not a powerful tool. Parents, you're gonna wish that this thing existed when you were in school. Students, if you utilize this thing, even to a fraction of what it's capable of, it can be truly like a trajectory altering tool that you have at your disposal. What's that one tool? Khan Academy. So many people have heard of Khan Academy, right? Sometimes students look up videos featuring Khan, but let's talk about it. Okay, so what is Khan Academy? Well, if you go to khanacademy.org, it'll lead you to this landing page, which shows you that, there's tabs here for learners, if your kids are signing up on their own, for teachers, for districts. I recommend that you go in through the Parents tab, because in addition to your child having an account, it gives you, the parent, the ability to see what they've been working on. Now, Khan Academy is this incredible place where there are not only just videos, explainer videos that have been created for every topic that I can imagine in math and science. There's a content area for that. If we click over here into courses, you see there's early math where they go from ages 2 to 7. There's arithmetic. There's pre-algebra, which is around 7th grade. There's algebra 1, geometry, algebra 2, trig. We come over here. There's physics, AP world history even. They've gotten to some arts and humanities, which is more of a recent thing. They have a ton of information on economics and finance. They can even help folks prepare for SAT, the LSAT, so forth and so on. But where their bread and butter is at, and where this is a really incredible tool for your child, is these different topics here for the classes that they'll be studying. So we want kids to be lifelong learners. We also want them to feel like they have control over their, taking ownership over their own education. And Khan Academy gives them a bunch of additional tools in order to be able to do that. So what people are sometimes familiar with is, for example, if we click on Algebra 1 here, we see that there are some videos here on, overview and history of algebra, linear equations with variables on both sides, some of the, standard things that are in an algebra class. And these are Common Core aligned topics here. And so anything that you'll find in a typical class, or most anything, you'll find here in Khan Academy. And so those videos are good, right? But YouTube, there's explainer videos in there as well. So what makes Khan Academy so great? I'm glad you asked. If you click here, so after a kid has watched those videos, they've gotten a good understanding. Well, now what they can do is they can actually take a little assessment to be able to find out, do they truly understand how to evaluate equations or solve equations with variables on both sides or not? Do they know how to do these different things? And so after they learn how to do that, they type the answer in here, and then they get immediate feedback as to, if that answer is right or wrong, right? We put in 4 here. Don't judge me. I'm trying to get it wrong, right? So it's going to tell me not quite. So I can either get help here by clicking on that to get another explanation of how to do it, or skip for now if I just made a simple mistake like I did there, right? And so kids have access to that information at their fingertips. Not only the explanation, right, having a tutor on demand here at this website, but also practice. Okay, but then that can be weird, right? You kind of jumping around from place to place to be able to find out something. Well, another incredible thing is that when you get your child signed up here, and I do recommend parents for you to go in here and to sign your student up. So you would just do that as a parent. You can do it through Google or Facebook or do it through email, right? When you get signed up, you can quickly create an account for your child. And then that way you can see the progress that they're making. In this case, over the summer, or you can do it for over the academic year if you want them to get a little bit more practice, so forth and so on. Now, something that's especially powerful right now that I do really recommend families to do, right, in the midst of this coronavirus stuff, there's reports out there from the New York Times, Washington Post, and others that students, because of this situation right now, can be as much as 10 months behind when school kicks back in. And we don't want that for our kids, right? So what's something that they can do? You can come right in here, click on get ready for 7th grade, right? And then they'll be put into a program to help have them do some things to make them get ready for 7th grade and be able to maybe fill in some of those gaps that could have been created from this coronavirus. So just a very, very powerful tool here that I can't recommend enough. Why would you use it? Well, I kind of mentioned there's 2 big scenarios. One where you're stuck on something, you can't quite figure it out. There's a certain topic, and you can just go right to Khan Academy, look at what that topic is, and it can help kind of fill in those gaps for you, right? So that's one way when you're stuck on something. Another reason that you'd go to Khan Academy is, if you just want to prepare yourself. So what we try to do in the Summer Institute is get students ready for the next grade level that they're going to, right? Because we want them to be confident. We want them to go into that grade level knowing that they have the ability to not just, survive, but to thrive in that grade level. Well, even if you're not in the Summer Institute or any program like it, because there are other programs out there like us as well, you can prepare for this upcoming year, right? The summer is a time where we should take rest and rejuvenate ourselves, right? Especially in the midst of all this. But we can also take a little bit of time to develop ourselves, right? To get ready for the next level. And so what Khan Academy has now is a getting ready for and then blank grade level, right? So if you are getting ready for the 6th grade, they have a prescribed track that you can go through to get you ready for that next grade level. If you're going into 7th grade, you can go into that track to make sure you have the skills that you need to be ready for the next grade level. We've all experienced that time where you're sitting in class, you think you understand something, and then you get home and you look at the homework and it's like, man, what is this? I have no idea what this stuff is, right? Or even where to begin and how to start it. And so Khan Academy can really be like a tutoring service that's on call. It really is that good. So couldn't recommend it highly enough. If you go to khanacademy.com, and we'll have that in the description to the video below. If you go to the website, click right there on a parent. So like 2 screens later, you'll be logged in and signed up, and then you can add your kids right on so that as they progress through, you'll be able to see how they're doing. You can also, just to keep things interesting, you can challenge them, get through 2 different concepts a week, right? They have different goals and objectives for a given class, and you could challenge them to get through 2 objectives in a week. Spend 15 minutes on Khan Academy before you get to watching any video. It used to be that certain information was kept only for a select group of people. but we're really in a time now where information as a student is readily available at your fingertips, and in this case, it doesn't even cost you anything to be able to access it. If you have the desire and you're willing to put in, the effort to learn, the information is there. So anyway, couldn't recommend Khan Academy enough. Do check that out. Look, we're not paid anything for Khan. It's just an incredible resource I wish I had when I was growing up. And we just love to tell students and families about that. That's one incredible thing that you could be doing. You can log up now and make a plan for the rest of the summer, right? Hey, we want to make sure you're ready for the 7th grade. So we're going to work through this program. We're going to spend this amount of time or work through this many concepts in order to get ready for that next grade level. All right. If there's anything that I can do, folks that have questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. You can find my details at our website. Shoot us a message. And if you're in the Houston area and you have a middle school student that's looking to be prepared for that next level, look us up. We might be a program that works for you. All right, guys. Adios.